On the dedication or sincerity of the contractual teachers. At the same time, it should be noted that they have the benefit to their salary, not to mention prestige as an assistant professor in government colleges. The same cannot be said for those of us who have been studying to gather the requisite qualification. Having said this, let us not be misled by the Honorable Minister's attempt on misdirection. The sincerity of the contract teacher is not an issue at all. A contract by post is inherently temporary. It is by nature temporary. Neither the sincerity nor diligence which must rightfully be expected of any paid employee, nor indeed the length of the service rendered by contract employee entitle them to regularization. Yes. The Supreme Court has laid down as early as 2006 that contract employees cannot expect a right for regularization. And the Kohima bench of Guwahati High Court has also observed that the government's own memorandum enabling regularization of contract jobs are violative of the law led by the Supreme Court. If at all the government recognizes the need for a post that is presently filled by a contract employee, there is basically one way in which it can be legitimized. Filled it by sanctioning it and then inviting applicants. This may include the contract employees as well, and employ them through established rules and procedures, certainly not through arbitrary special dispensation. The Honorable Minister said, and I quote, we want to legitimize them. If Honorable Minister is being honest here, he is admitting that this post or were illegal or illegitimate. If that is the case, they must be terminated. The Honorable Minister has praised the contractual employees as the backbone of our colleges. This statement is not so much of celebration of the hard work of contractual teachers, but the grim indictment of a system where temporary and lowly paid teachers are forced to function as a backbone. We must also wonder what Honorable Minister has to say about the contributions of the recruited lecturers legitimately through NBSC. I want to ask him, if the contractual teachers are the backbones, to NBSC wa ayawandu na kun aru chuligla nagi. The Honorable Minister argued that many students taught by contractual teachers has gone to become notable individuals and officials. No doubt, there will be successful students from any batch in any institution. However, is the Honorable Minister suggesting seriously that the contracted teachers are solely and spatially responsible for the success of these candidates? No! And further, the success of these candidates entitles them for regularization? If If this is the reasoning, did the department undertake a survey of how many notable alumni has been produced by the various colleges? To what extent the success of the students were affected by the teachers and mentorship of these contractual teachers? And then determine their eligibility for regularization. What merits were used? How were they measured? I raise these questions only to underline the absurdity of the reasoning supplied by our Honorable Minister. The Honorable Minister spoke about collateral problems to the students. If by this remark, the Honorable Minister means the reduction in quality of teaching for the students caused perhaps by the emotional turmoil or dilemma faced by the contractual teachers, then the Honorable Minister must advise them, emotional no hobi, practical hoy na teach kuribi. And for the last time, let's remind ourselves, once we are employed in whatever job and position, it is a moral duty, I repeat myself, it is a moral duty of any individual to carry out the responsibility bestowed about him with sincerity, diligence, and honesty. It is a moral obligation for all employees, irrespective of the job or position, to uplift the institution where one is paid and where one is employed. To sincere holder ni, sweeper ektagi inspector panay di ba? So, for the last time, please, let's drop the concept of sincerity, diligence, and honesty in this regularization. Now, to the people of Nauen, this is not just a protest. This is a call to conscience. If we fail now, we are writing the rules for future corruption, for a future where jobs will continue to be secretly handed out among a privileged few without the knowledge of the public and then regularized by arbitrary dispensation. Let us not stay silent when our future is being sold through ceilings, windows, and backdoors. Lastly, the Honorable Minister requested all the PhD holders and not qualified candidates to give exam. Honorable Minister, sir, with due respect, if there is no post advertised, how are we supposed to give exam? And this is the reason why we are here today, protesting for an equal opportunity. Thank you.
If years of service alone is the criteria, then what is the purpose of CESC? What is the purpose of NPSC? Why have exams at all? Should every temporary worker in every department automatically be regularized while qualified candidates wait at the gates? Their argument is unfair, undemocratic, and dangerous. And the second argument they gave is that they have the capacity, the contractual teachers have the capacity to handle the new education system and policies. Capacity is not inherited. It is proven through qualifications, training, and competitive selection. If they are capable, let them prove it through the same fair process as everyone is going through. No one is saying capable people shouldn't be appointed. We are saying capable or not, it must be decided through an open, transparent, and merit-based system. They seem quite confident about the second point, yet this is a manipulative tactic. Years of experience doesn't prove their knowledge asset, especially when the education system is evolving with the global standards and need of today's generations. In fact, we need fresh and energized, qualified people to do justice. And the third argument is they gave up, these contractual teachers gave up their best years in service. And to that I say, so did every aspirant preparing for NET, PhD, CFE, and PhD exams. We do sacrifice our best years sitting in libraries, studying, preparing for exams day and night. So why should their years of service count more than our years of hard work, sacrifice, and academic achievement? This is not about one person's sacrifice versus another person's sacrifice. It is about fair process, equal opportunity, and justice. Their third point is an attack on themselves. It also questions their whole narratives. If you claim to have knowledge and capability at your disposal, what stopped you from seeking a stable, legitimate avenue to further your career? What were you waiting for? Serving your best years of life as a sacrifice for what and at what cost? at the cost of sidelining other deserving candidates, at the cost of blocking fair recruitment, at the cost of normalizing favoritism. The government is for the people and not for the privileged. This issue was only a time-ticking bomb set on its own kitchen by the government. They must face the consequences and not continue to lie or pretend to the people. If you are the government, work for the citizens and not for the select few. We have seen that this issue is also creating division and toxicity in the college departments. The healthy ambience is being pulled away. Keep the college purely academic and not political. And lastly, a message to the government again. Our demand is simple. Let there be one rule for everyone. Let merit decide, not backdoor appointments. So don't you dare tell us that our demands are propaganda.
I believe each one of us today here believes and strongly agrees that a society that isn't rooted in meritocracy will erode, it will degrade, and it will degenerate. So my dear friends, as we wage justice for our future and for our future to come, let me remind us that God tells us in Amos 5:24, let justice roll on like a river, righteousness like a never-ending stream. I repeat, let justice roll on like a river, righteousness like a never-ending stream. May God's righteous zeal become ours. May God's righteous zeal become ours, and regardless of how we have been comfortable in the past with injustice, it is high time we feel terribly uncomfortable with it. I believe we must change. Transformation must begin. And today, as I stand here and give out this speech and look at each one of you, I can strongly, proudly declare that transformation has started. Change has begun. Transformation has started and it has begun with you and I. Long live meritocracy!
Can I get a loud shout for each one of us for standing here today? How's the Josh? How's the Josh? Thank you. Today, I take the stand. I call upon the government in power. I want to remind you that you have undermined the Constitution you have sworn to protect. You have forsaken the promises that you have given to the people. If your government is for us and is with us, listen to the voices of the youth standing here today, crying out for meritocracy, crying out for equal opportunity, crying out to wipe out corruption. Listen to the voice of your young people, the young population. Open up the doors of opportunity for us. Give us the right policy. Give us the right guidance. Show us that you have the wisdom and the magnanimity to give us and channelize us the right way and decision to take us forward. This is not the way that our state can progress. Show us that you are for us and you will be with us for us. I call upon each and every one of the Naga society of various kinds and in various sections to come forward to condemn the menace of corruption. We have enough of corruption. Our state can progress if we can all be availed the opportunities to excel, to engage in productive activities. And here we are today, the youth of the state, calling upon our government to respond to us, to give us justice. Once again I say, justice, justice, justice. Kutnale.
We are all here because a grave injustice has been done upon us. Our constitutional rights for equal opportunity has been compromised. I am a civil engineer. I any example like that. Last year, 15 class 1 SDO posts ulai. This year, we 15 posts ulai. 147 posts babi sabi. 2 sal lagi wo itu cover up kurule. They undermine our knowledge. They undermine our awareness. They insult our intelligence. We will not accept that. They've already tried to silence us. But look at what happened. Our crowds are getting larger. Our voices are getting louder. We will not stop till justice is served. We only demand, and I've said this before, we demand what is rightfully ours. Thank you.
Today we appreciate and we stand in solidarity with the NNQF and SITAN in the right movement to revoke the absorption order of December 17, 2024. This morning I want to remind each and every one of us present here, we are not here as individuals, we are not here as research scholars, we are not just here as students or aspirants. Today we are here united as a voice against corruption, a voice for justice, a voice for transparency, a voice for the future of Nagas. Today, if we allow this regularization to go forward unchecked, it will be our future that is compromised. It will be the students, the aspirants, the research scholars, the youth of Nagas that will pay the price. Today, the research scholars community of Naga University, we demand for transparency, we demand for accountability, and we demand for justice. Let us all stand united and fight and raise our voice against injustice and corruption, because in unity there is strength. Thank you.
This system of corruption has been going on for too long, I think. And we, as a society, we have failed as well, because we have allowed this to happen for too long. So now it's time for change. So we will be here today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, till we get our answer. And I would like to tell to the Department of Higher Education, what we are asking is not a job. We are asking for an equal opportunity to appear in the exam. Just to appear in the exam. Can you not give us that opportunity also? Just to give an exam. So, lastly, I would like to say to all my fellow aspirants and to all the civil societies, those who are present here, today will not be the last they will be fighting like this. So I request in the future also, when we are, be it any department, when we protest for future, I request everyone, all the public, to come out like this. Let's not take this day for granted, and let's not take our rights for granted. Thank you.
We are not here to ask favor from the government, rather we are here to acclaim our rights. And if bypassing an open examination become a norm, if we let the authority normalize that, then how would we expect our aspirant or student to feel that their hard work, their struggle will be rewarded later on? And this issue going on right now is not something new in the state. It has happened before, it is happening now, and will continue to happen if we don't fight for it. With this issue going on, it is giving us a platform to come together and show the authority that we are united, and every normal individual like you and me, we have the power to fight for our rights, and that we are united and we'll stand, fight for it, and we'll stand strong, not because it's easy, but because it's the right thing to do. Also, let us not let the authority take advantage of us, and now we're in hope that one day we'll boldly and strongly say that in Nagaland, merit is not for sale. Thank you.
Before I begin our exam today, I would like to give a question to everyone which is not being printed. The question is, according to Higher Technical Minister, what is the definition of backdoor? That will be our question, and today we will solve the answer, and which is any exam which is not based on advertisement is a backdoor. Whether he is in contract, whether it's in a special act, that is not the open exam that we are fighting for.
This fight, our fight, is not against those individuals, the 147 assistant professors. But our fight is against the decision made by the government. The decision that is unjust. The decision that is opaque and contrary to what governance should stand for. Our government, this decision taken by the government runs into question the system, the process, and the core principles of our government. When governments act in such a way that overlooks merit, when governments act in such a way that bypasses proper procedures, deprives opportunity of others, it becomes a responsibility. It becomes our duty to voice out. And today, we are all standing here because the system has miserably failed to stand for us. Are you with me? Yes! Yet, I feel so encouraged as I look around. I feel so encouraged to see this. So many people, so many young people, the students, the research scholars, and even our elders, standing here not for their own cause, but in support of truth and justice. I want to remind all of us that our presence here is powerful and that our voice will be heard. Today, us standing here collectively, we are sending out a clear message to the government that we will not remain silent when injustice is evident in our sight. We are sending out a clear message to the government that we will not remain silent while our rights and futures of our Naga youth are bartered away in the name of political expediency. No. The last 2 days of our protest, many of you stood here in the rain, in that unpleasant weather, holding on to that conviction and belief. The Nagaland University Students Union Kohima campus salutes and thank all those individuals for standing up and for fighting on our behalf. Thank you. We are here to demand justice. We are not here to ask for favors. We are not asking for something which is impossible for the government to do it. Rasta Bhal Bhanui Kwan Hoyo. We are just asking for equal opportunities. Equal opportunities, justice, accountability, transparency. That is all we are asking for. We will not remain silent. We will not be ignored. And we will not stop until this decision is overturned and the integrity of our education system is restored. God be with us. Thank you.
I'm happy that the Nagas have awakened. Yes! I would like to cite some few points here. See, our ministers said that Mala Minister Kushe, the assistant professors, teachers, students, DSP, ESC, Pshi, Balasuno. Balase, really, we take William we be teacher that is all. We lost student can be STO James, to make government job that she said. We lost student can be STO James as well. That cannot be an excuse. Now see, he is saying that the appointment regularization is not out of emotion. Emotion na no it was it. Government emotional decision na low it was it. So, example like it 2020 they appoint aro type was it. Bandugan 15, 16 years come grade 20 years come grade na moro was it was it. So, it was really 2020 they man bishi appoint grade yes 2020 was it. Aro ekta kuhulumun thakado combined technical association of Nagaland ba sabi itya to soil department de terminate kore parise power department de parise higher technical de parise PhD de parise PWD de parise to itu department de kiman alag specialist ase alag de pare nikile itu na pare why is so difficult why so reluctant sorry, example like Itya, many of the officers are on duty here. TSP kan ESC kan ayate ahina se tantina struggle guna turina paise tani jane sulo tan jane se to kulimon thakadu sai itia 147 jon do 2016 la age piche ando appointment paina se to itu angi regular gudile itu la piche de NTC ra pa hange sob deprive ko noi ta la list to 147 piche hu jaw na noi. How fair is that? In that whole assembly, what is the point of studying, sacrificing so much? He is taking an excuse of the lack of manpower. It is not at all right, okay? आपने सब के लिए जाने को तुम से NPSC rule number 9 clause 4 ले लिखी ना सुनो ताते कोई ना से already Manu retire na hagine 12 months agide any department should send the post to NTSC for advertisement clearly kina se so to excuse no na parune itu ko se aro lagile pichidu kotha for now thank you.
We are not targeting any individuals. We are targeting the mode of appointment. We are against the system of government, right? Now, that is how he was accused of. What about the respected Sir Mesinokat? Now the minister has politicized this one, saying that he's from Congress, right? Is he standing on behalf of the Congress or for you? That is the second thing that the minister did, right? Now, the other day, the second day I was speaking over here, saying that I rented a house in Koima for 10 years, but the house owner never granted me the ownership right. Right? I did not claim an ownership right. Why? Because I'm not eligible. I said I left Koima after 10 years because why did I rent a house in Koima? I was waiting for the government to advertise a post so that I can write. My prime time got over, I left Koima. And I said, my desperate time got over. But I said, I'm standing for you, right? Somebody lucky that they did not know my name, knowingly by today, they might, because they will take me out. So, how did they take us? Because I'm one of NNQF member. We are fighting for you for the past 6 years. Training resources are meant to everything, physically. Now some educated, overage, unemployed, they take us like that. I'm reminding them, without the COVID years, which is added, I'm still eligible because I have my MPhil, right? But it's my choice to leave the government, right? So somebody take me like that. See, that's how the government is playing to demoralize your leader. But I'm hoping, and I'm quite sure, every one of you will stand with us till the last, right? Thank you, everyone. Let me highlight or give some clarity, okay? Because now the government are trying to twist things by using certain things. There is a famous case called Uma Devi case, which was adjudicated in 2006. The Supreme Court gave a verdict. Now, there is a contradiction between our government and government of Karnataka. The case is between the government of Karnataka and one employee under commercial taxes department. One employee, see, he was appointed on contract. He served for 10 years and he started claiming for a permanent job. Now, what is our government and what is the government of Karnataka? What is the difference between these two? Actually, it is the government of Karnataka who did not listen to it. What about our government? The director of his concerned department agreed to it, but the government of Karnataka denied that one. That is why he went to the administrative tribunals, the High Court and the Supreme Court. Right. Now, think about that. That is back to 2006. Now it's 2025. Where 19 years back, we are far way before that. Compare government of Karnataka and government of Nagaland. For us, it is the government who is trying to legalize it, right? There, the government is protecting the legal rights of the citizen, right? Now they are trying to twist things. So please don't get confused, okay? There is a difference between contract appointees. Within that, there is something called irregular appointment and then illegal appointment. The famous Uma Devi case illegalized contract appointees or backdoor appointment. That is our base. That is our base, okay? Because they are trying to use the word twist things. Now, please, for our own knowledge, I'm trying to make this one out. Now, what is irregular appointment? Irregular appointment can be done by the government when there is in need, emergency, okay? When there is in need. However, that has to be advertised openly. That is the thing. Our Nagaland government can do the same thing because arbitrary power given to the states. However, those contract boards should be openly advertised. How many are openly advertised? We are all aware of that, right? Now, there is a difference between sanctioned posts and unsanctioned posts. Unsanctioned posts are never entitled to be regularized. Sanctioned posts, there is a provision, okay? Provision. However, dispensation that our concerned minister is talking about, I don't know whether he is aware of the dispensation or not. But dispensation, one-time dispensation can be done by the state government. However, on condition, if there is no court interference. One thing, people who are appointed, even irregular appointment, they might, it is not that after they serve for 10 years, the government should. It's not, okay? Might be regularized, okay? However, if there is no court interference, how long the NNQF have been fighting and writ petition is still pending in the court. It is still under court interference. Another thing, but the word itself says, in the Uma TV judgment, it says, however, those contract appointees are not entitled fundamentally. They are not fundamentally entitled, or it is not their fundamental right to ask for a permanent post. It clearly says so. So don't be misguided. Now, coming to the, maybe our minister might be aware of that or not, okay? But we have three organs of government, right? Legislative, the executive, and the judiciary. Judiciary has the power, if there is something called judicial review. The government of the day has to function within the legal framework, right? Now, they are taking the excuses of government OM. The government passed this and that, true that MO will legalize that. However, see, the government is our servant, right? They have to do everything within the legal framework. So, if they pass something which is null, court can review that, public can challenge that. So, we are fighting a good cause. We have a very legal point as well. So, please don't get misled with those government OM, because the government we follow a democratic system, not a dictatorial system. A government who come to power just for 5 years cannot just do anything at their own whims and fancies, right? Just to detect you, just to take away your rights, right? So, I'm requesting you don't get misled by any of these old folks. See, the old folks, since they're in the system, they are so used to that. They want to track us in that very system. Do you really want to follow that? No! Do you want to bring judges here? Yes! We, as an enlightened citizen, we have to stand firm. Like I keep repeating this every time. If not us, then who will? If not now, then when? This is the right moment. When we felt this, now I'm quite sure that Nagaland will never rise again. So please stay firm with your leader, okay? Now, another thing, last night I couldn't sleep. If it is for a good reason, I'll be happy. But every time I close my eyes, that minister image just come to mind because I've lost to say. I've lost to say against this guy. Somebody talking about something and contradicting something within the same sentence. He said it's not political, it's not emotional. Every one of us heard from his press statement, right? Yes. Now, see, I feel pity, I'm sorry, I feel pity for those ESC, TSP and whatnot. Had they been taught by a good teacher appointed from a front door appointment, they might even have the status of IAS and IPS officer. I feel sorry. That is not an excuse. Anybody who is teaching can replace the one who were appointed illegally, and they will do the same job. That is not an excuse. Don't get emotional. I'm requesting you, because anybody in that position, if they are legally appointed, they can do the same thing to do the student right. So please, he is saying that the teachers like it now. Another excuse, time. He has enough time. The minister concerned holding the same portfolio for repeated 2 tenure. 2 tenure means 10 years, right? Going to be 10 years. NNQA have been reminded the department, along with the court case, sending representation to requisition the post to the NPSC many times. He has lots of time. Now, contract appointment, we are not asking them to terminate, right? Beyond, just keep doing, and then that post openly advertised. If the same individual who is working as contractual appointees get through in the exam, he can fill his cap, right? That is fair enough, right? Now, giving time is not the factor. It is just an excuse, because in this 2 tenure, he has enough time to send it to the NPC to advertise. However, these are being kept for their own political mileage. He is playing politics on our life. So I'm reminding you, please stay firm with us, stand till the end. Let's fight this good fight together. Thank you.